truth?
Only one truth.
With consequences.
And that's the truth that I know.
It's time to answer. Bash of the Beach 2000.
Many stories.
Brawl for all.
Definitely having second thoughts.
David Arquette is world champion.
Publicity.
Hear the real story behind the scenes of wrestling's biggest moments. The Montreal Screwjob.
Only one person, and that was me.
Vince Russo's Truth with Consequences.
Man, yeah, I mean, I'm eager to go back and watch this.
So we are doing our Truth with Consequences bonus episode for our Patreon. Now, this is for all of our bros and higher. So this is our regular bonus show that we're doing. Today, we are looking at Vince and Roddy Piper together in the ring in what was 100% a shoot. We'll talk about that in a second. But, you know, all you have to do is get on YouTube. That's where we found it. Get on YouTube. There's a version that's 12 minutes and 9 seconds long, or 12 minutes and 8 seconds long. It's got some French in the title. Roddy Piper et Vince Russo, entre-shoot, et work-shoot. You know, and we're going to be stuck at 0-0. And this can be a little different, Vince, because we're going to have to stop and start it a little bit. Are you ready to get started?
I'm ready to get started, bro. Yes, I am.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and press play now.
You are looking live at the TNA.
And we're looking live at the Impact Zone. Mike Tenay screaming at the top of his lungs. What did you think about Mike Tenay as an announcer?
Oh, no, I love Mike Tenay, man. I absolutely love Mike Tenay. There was a time when we didn't get along because it was like kind of shoot old school, new school type of thing. But I think we grew to really respect each other as time went on at TNA.
I just saw a stripper. What's the deal with strippers? Is that your idea to have?
I mean, bro, that's what the show was supposed to be, bro. I mean, it's what the show was supposed to be, TNA.
And that's what Don West says. TNA, which is what I'm all about. Now, all of a sudden, the music hits. And Don West and Mike Tenay. Now, do they know that Piper's coming out?
You know, Matt, that's a great question. I have no idea. I would assume so. But I have no idea. I wasn't there. I mean, I wasn't in the back.
Let's pause it at 1 minute and 5 seconds in.
Okay.
And we're looking at Piper. Piper, this is not a great shot of Piper. You hear the music. Did you hear the music when it played, when you were backstage?
Oh, God, yeah. I was right outside the back doors. I think I'm opening the show. So I'm right outside. Nobody knows I'm there. None of the boys, nothing. It's kayfabe. And then as I'm standing outside, I hear Piper's music. Okay,
so let's talk about this just for a second. What is the point of you not telling anybody that you're leading off the show? What's the point of that?
Improv. No more scripts. We're not going to write out everything for everybody to say. People were going to have to learn how to react to, real circumstances. I mean, that was the whole idea behind this. And, I had to react to Piper coming on the show. I had no idea he was there. I heard the bagpipes, and I my first reaction was, you got to be kidding me. Like, seriously, because Jeff kayfabed me. But I got to tell you, Matt, never did I think Piper was going to take the promo where he took it. I never thought that, bro.
So before we started again, you've said this before. That you were backstage. No one knew you were coming out to say whatever it is.
I wasn't even back. I was outside. I was literally outside. I was not in the building.
And then Jeff, I guess, is like, Jeff Jarrett is like, I'll show Vince Russo what improv is. And he had Piper come to the ring. Did you ever talk to Jeff about this after this?
Yes, because I was hot. I mean, I was hot afterwards that he, we're supposed to be working together and he's kayfabing me. You know what I mean? So yeah. And you know what, bro? When I look back now, I shouldn't have been hot. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, bro, if I'm expecting everybody to play this game, then I should be prepared to play it too. I guess I was probably hot at Jeff, bro, because of the things Piper said. If Piper did not say those things, I don't think I would have been hot at Jeff at all.
So we'll talk about that a little bit more at the end. So we're at 1 minute and 5 seconds. We're going to play again at 3, 2, 1, play. Now we're looking at Piper here. Piper started putting on a little bit of weight. He's limping on that hip. He had not had the hip surgery yet, had he? Do you know?
I don't know. But the funny thing is, like, I didn't even know somebody went out there with him. Like, is this his son? Like, who is this?
No, I think it's his assistant.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't even know. Like, because, bro, I'm not seeing this. I'm just hearing this. I'm not seeing it.
So we're going to listen in right now to what he's saying. Mike Tenay is talking about what he's doing. At this point, are you seeing it on a monitor yet?
Am I what?
Are you watching it on a monitor?
Bro, I'm outside.
Still.
I'm in the parking lot. I don't know. I'm just listening.
This is the new millennium, and my name now is Roddy Piper.
I'm on the opposite side of the building, outside where he entered. I'm on the opposite side.
Around America the last 30 days, I've asked the NWA. Nobody knew I was coming. I asked them to come down.
None of us knew.
Let me speak for a second, because there's something going on, man.
I'm thinking where Tenay said there, no kidding, none of us knew. I'm thinking that was a shoot.
Vince Russo.
And he just mentions your name.
I saw Vince Russo. I've been watching the pay-per-view because right here in the NWA is the last place that Russo has not killed. Let me give you a little idea of what kind of guy Russo was. When Russo came about, he was just a little...
So we're paused at 2:58. Roddy Piper has said already a bunch of stuff about you. What do you want to say?
Well, this is the stuff that bothers me, Matt, and this is going right back to what I've been dealing with the Three Musketeers of late. Okay, I don't know where this stuff is coming from. I worked with Piper at WCW. I never had a crossword with Piper. I never said anything negative about Piper. When I worked with him, I treated him with the utmost respect. So, like, that's the thing. It's like I'm watching this and I'm like, where did this come from? Like, I don't know, bro. Did WCW not renew his contract and he blamed me? Did he not like the way I used him at WCW? I don't know where any of this is coming from, because I know I treated this guy with the absolute utmost respect when I worked with him. These are the things that bother me. Bro, business is one thing, personal is something else. So you didn't know me personal. We didn't have a personal relationship. We had a business relationship. But if I did something you didn't like from a business perspective, you're making it pretty personal now.
But it sounds like to me he's harboring shit. It sounds like to me he's off and running. Why would this is a good question? Maybe you might not know. Why is he just going off about you? Roddy Piper coming to NWA TNA is a big deal. He's a big name. He's a needle mover still at the time. Why is the first thing about you? Why are you front and center?
Well, bro, I don't know. Here's the only thing I could tell you that could be a possibility, and I don't even think this is it, Matt. I'm as New York as they come. I'm at the fairgrounds in Nashville, Tennessee. Matt, I had heat out the yin yang. Okay, Matt, when I used to leave that building, I used to have to tell people, guys, this is fake. Okay, what happened? Because they wanted to kill me outside of that arena. They wanted to fight me. So now one would think, all right, bro, I had so much heat there, more heat than anybody else. A pro like Piper walks in and he's a babyface. He wants to take advantage of that heat, but that's not what it is, bro, because he wouldn't be going where he's going to take advantage of my heel heat.
So we're at 2 minutes and 58 seconds. We're going to start again. Try to get the sound in 3, 2, 1. Play.
To a 300-pound hump of thing. When he used to sit down on the toilet, his obliques would drag on the ground. As he watched professional wrestling and dreamed to become a wrestler, but he couldn't. He failed. He tried. So he decided to make it sports entertainment. And you've got all the things, Russo, that you want except one. Talent.
Let's pause at 3 minutes and a half. We're going to pause real quick. Just address what he just said. It was a fat joke. He made a fat joke about you. He
which
said,
which is weird because I wasn't fat.
And, you definitely are in better shape now than I think you were then. But Piper, in particular, is in probably the worst shape he's ever been in his career. And then to say that you wanted to be a wrestler and you failed, so you got into sports entertainment, is that a perception you think people have of you because you trained with Johnny Rods?
Bro, I don't think so. I really don't think so. I mean, because, bro, there are a lot of people that went to that school when I was there. And I mean, they could tell you, like, that's not why I was there. I mean, they knew that. I wasn't getting in the ring and wrestling with Tommy Dreamer. Basically, Johnny Rods was teaching me the fundamentals. Bro, like, this is how you take a bump, and this is how you say. I was not getting in there wrestling with the guys. I don't think I ever did, bro.
So we're at 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and we're going to play again in 3, 2, 1, play. He came here, he was all in white. That's called a wolf in sheep's clothing. There are men back there, young men that dare to dream, that have a future. And this guy will deliberately kill these boys' dreams. And I heard him say, I beg someone to come and challenge me. Your dream has come true.
Did I tell you, can we stop?
Yeah, let's stop again. We're going to wait for 4 minutes and go ahead.
I guarantee you, Jeff did not know what Piper was going to say. I don't believe for 1 minute Jeff would have let Piper go down the Owen road. I don't believe that for a second. I guarantee you, Jeff was like, bro, this is live pay-per-view. You've got a live mic. Say whatever you want to say, never thinking that's the road Piper was going to go down.
There are boys back there, men back there who dare to dream, and you're here to crush the dream. It sounds like he's talking about Vince Russo, the character. What do you think?
Bro, it's weird. He's kind of going in and out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what's going through the guy's head. Like I said, bro, if I had an argument with Piper at WCW or a disagreement or there was heat or anything like that, I would tell you and I would say, yeah, bro, like this is where it's coming from. I don't know, bro. I'm not in his head.
But you're listening to this in real time out there. He said,
yes,
you're fat, you're a failed wrestler.
And fine.
Crush people's dreams.
Right. We're fine with all that.
Are you mad yet? You're not mad at all?
No, hell no, not at all. No.
You're probably going, wow, this is great.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll play again at 4 minutes in at 3, 2, 1, play. The fans are chanting his name, and he's bringing out some kind of piece of paper.
I want you to look at this. This is a picture of a young, scared boy. I wrote a book. The book was just about a kid that dared to dream. That's all it was about.
He's plugging his book, which is what I heard he was supposed to be doing at this appearance.
I would think so.
Real, and if you want to shoot, Russo, I'll shoot. Okay. That was my dream. My dream was to have a family. God gave me my dream. I am so proud of that. Vince Russo said he is the Antichrist of professional wrestling. Russo, don't give yourself so much credit. You are simply the Bin Laden of professional wrestling.
Whoa!
You are a coward. You are a coward that comes and sneaks in by night. I got a question for you fans. The ones at home, you here with children. For 2 years, Russo wrote all kinds of things for the WWF. I have this question. Hey, Russo, did you write in my cousin Owen's death?
Pausing at 5:33. That's the moment, right?
What exactly did he say, Matt?
So he's talking about how you wrote for the WWF, and he said, "Let me ask you a question." And we're at 5 minutes and 33 seconds in. Did you write in my cousin Owen's death?
Okay, yeah.
So is that the first thing? Did you hear him say that?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep.
And at that point, you are what?
At that point, I'm like, where's he going with this? I mean, that's the point I'm at now. Like, where is he going with this?
So it sounds like he's working. Like, that's what it sounds like to me. He's plugging his book. But he's a guy who has always kind of funneled his real emotions through his characters, through his narrative, through his promos. Maybe he just went a little too far with the. Or do you think he's shooting right now? Like, where are you at right now when you see that?
Hey, Matt, listen, bro. Like, it's like I can understand how upset he is because, Owen passed away, and the way Owen passed away, of course I can understand that, bro. But to blame another human being who just wrote a show, like, to me, like, this is just now we're kind of getting way over the line.
So as I believe what happens here is that as soon as he mentions that, he gets himself upset, and we're going to press play again at 5 minutes and 33 seconds. Are you where we are, Vince, on the tape?
I'm at 5:35.
Okay, that's good. So I'll say 3, 2, 1, play.
Do you write home? Did you ask about his family? He's dead. He was my cousin. He's dead. Why? Because someone like you, who knows nothing about the technicalities, put somebody 90 feet up. Why? There's no consequences to pay for you. Well, you know what? Everybody pays the piper, man.
Stop this thing.
All right. What do you have to say?
You know what really sucks? Can I tell you what really sucks? What about my family? What about my family, bro? You're out here cutting a promo about, family and Owen and this and that. What about my family? My kids are very, very young at this point. Very young, bro. We're looking at 2002. So we're looking at 17 years ago. Geez, bro. My kids are 14 and 11.
Are they watching?
Oh, no, bro. They're probably not watching because I wouldn't pay for it. I mean, I was that cheap. But at that age, they're getting on the internet. They're getting on the internet at that age. So it's like, with all due respect, bro, I understand you loved Owen. He was your cousin and this, that, and the other thing. And I think this is what a lot of people fail to realize. Bro, I have a family. Like, I have children, and what you say about me, like, affects them. And that's why I think to just do this in such a, whether he's working, whether he's shooting, whatever he's doing, bro, like, I got little kids at home, man. I mean, I've got little kids at home, and you're telling them your father killed somebody. That's nobody deserves that, bro. With all respect to Piper, nobody deserves that.
How many times in your career, including recently, like, how many times have you been completely ambushed by something like this? A statement out of the blue that has just shocked you?
All the time. All the freaking time.
Well, and you attribute that to a couple things. Jealousy. You attribute that to not being in the wrestling bubble. Is there any other reason you can think of why people feel so free to take these real life shots at you?
Because, bro, Roddy Piper is one of those guys that was started in wrestling at a very young age. This is their world, bro. I used to say it all the time, even when I was in wrestling. The rules of the world don't apply to professional wrestling. They have their own rules. They have their own way of doing things. The rules of the real world don't apply. And to Piper right here, this is totally acceptable.
And he tells a story. He's told a story about his debut at Madison Square Garden before he was the Piper we know in the late 70s, where he was supposed to come out with his bagpipes and do a big, do a big entrance. Do you know the story?
I don't think so.
As a young baby face, and somebody, I think he attributes to, I forget which one, but one of the big three managers, Albano, Grand Wizard, Fred Blassie, stuffing paper into his bagpipes so that he can play them and ruining his debut. So he kind of comes from this tradition of maybe not treating people very nicely.
Yeah. Well, this is their world, bro. It's their world, and I was just living in it because it wasn't my world. I mean, I'm not going to go to a ring and accuse anybody of killing anybody. That's not the world I live in.
What part of it do you feel? We'll get more into this, but what part of it do you feel is Piper feeling that and you have to kind of get inside his head a little bit, but Piper feeling this is just part of the work and just being outlandish and reality-like, or him just doing some real-life shit and throwing it right out?
No, bro, I did his show. This is real-life shit. He believed this. I did his show. This was not shtick. This is the conversation that we had.
So we're at 6 minutes and 2 seconds. We're going to play at 3, 2, 1. Play.
We stop for a second. That 320-pound Samoan sitting on people's faces, just for the record, you know whose baby that was?
Who's that?
Jerry Jarrett.
And what Samoan are we talking about?
We're talking about, God, I don't even remember the guy's name. God, bro, I can't even remember his name. But that was a guy Jerry found. That wasn't even attributed to me.
Now we're paused once. Yeah, I mean, that's not surprising. We're paused at 6 minutes and 42 seconds. Now Piper has a T-shirt with a bunch of wrestlers who have passed away's names on the back of it that he had specially made. He has an armband around him. He also it's pretty well documented, he cost himself a job in the WWF, in the WWE later on by doing an HBO interview where he talked about how the industry kills people. Is this just another example of Piper not being able to kind of censor himself, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, bro, nobody was going to censor Piper, including himself. I mean, nobody.
So we're at 6 minutes and 42 seconds. We're going to play in 3, 2, 1. Play.
Sitting on your phone and the thong sitting on your face. Not for me! You don't have that kind of money! You little puke, you. Lots of time! Come on out! Come on out, Russo!
So he's calling you out.
I know how to beat Vince Russo. There is a new millennium of professional wrestler. One with pride, one that knows the entertainment value is in the ring, wrestling, so you and your kids can sit down and enjoy it.
And
when Russo was
pause.
in the WC.
Now, I'm at 7 minutes and 30 seconds, and I see that Vince Russo has ran in the ring, rolled in the ring, very coordinated-wise.
Yeah, very, and I don't look fat at all.
No, you're good.
Like a cat, like a jaguar, like a Giselle.
Well, it's that's a model, Giselle. But with I mean Tom Brady's wife, but. When we look at you going in the ring, let's talk about everything that led up to that moment. You're backstage. You make a decision. You're going back and forth. Do I go? Take me. Through that.
No. There was no. There was no that. There was no that. There was no decision. There was no going back and forth. When he brought up the Owen stuff, and I was like, first of all, I'm in total shock that he said that. Second of all, I know he's got a live microphone, and my thing is like, shut the F up. And like literally, bro, if Jeff isn't going to shut you up from the back, if nobody else is going to shut you up, I will come out there and shut you up.
Do you think there's a part of this with Jeff and everybody else that's like, this is just another rib on Russo?
No, bro. I could tell you because Jeff was very, very, very close with Owen. They were like brothers. I know Jeff would have been very upset by that. I know he would have.
So let's talk about the distance you have to cover here. You're in the back behind. You're outside. And so you just see red. Is that basically it?
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah.
You open the door. Who's with you? Anybody with you? Or the Harris brothers?
Nobody. No. They just go around to open the door for me. Once the door is open, they go back to the other side. Nobody's with me.
So you're kind of sitting there with a door that's cracked open, maybe?
Right. Yeah, I'm watching through a cracked door.
So yes. You're watching now, and so
yes.
And you, is it it's a personal thing or a professional thing where you go, he's got a live mic, so I can stick up for myself, or are you still thinking about this segment at all?
No, this is personal now, bro. The Owen stuff was personal. I don't care about the rest of the show. I don't care about what I'm supposed to do that night. This is really, really personal.
Now, for those of you who aren't clued in as to what TNA was doing live weekly pay-per-views. Everything that Roddy Piper was saying was going on the air and not being edited out, right?
Right.
So you open the door. Do you have to go through a backstage area?
No, it's outside. It's a walk right to the ring. It's a walk right to the ring from outside.
So that door goes right to an aisle where you can just walk through the ring, ring.
Yeah. Yep.
And so you roll. What's your intention when you walk in?
I don't know. I don't have any. Shut up. I want them to shut up. I want them to stop. My intention is I want you to stop. That's my intention.
That's it. Just shut up, stop it.
That's it. Enough.
Okay, so we're at 7 minutes and 30 seconds. We're looking at Vince Russo in the ring. We're probably going to pause quickly, but let's go ahead and see what happens. It's great, though. He's right now, he's at 3/4 towards you. He turns his back to you where he doesn't see you, and he makes a really cool little motion when he sees you. Let's go ahead and press play at 7 minutes and 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, play.
When Russo was in the WCW.
Here it is, face-to-face confrontation.
You're not a pimple on my ass.
He's walking towards
Oh, man, this is priceless.
I want to ask you some questions here, champ.
Stop it for a second.
you. You have nowhere to go. You are
Stop it for a
stuck.
second.
You have nowhere to go.
Stop it for a second.
Yeah, we're stopped at 7:47.
Oh, I'm at 7:54. Let yours go to 7:40. Let yours go to 7:54.
Okay. I am there now.
Matt, I got to get on your dirt sheet buddies here.
I gotta take a picture of this.
I'm sorry, Matt. I got to get on your dirt sheet buddies here.
What did they do this time, Vince?
Matt, if you can't tell by the look on my face that this is a shoot, you don't know the difference between a shoot or a work. If you cannot tell by my face, this is not 100% legit, you don't know a shoot from a work. I'm sorry, bro, you don't. I would have saw this, bro, and I would have said, holy shit, like, this is real.
In their defense, I would take it like this. I'm coming through on your. Okay, I would take it like this in their defense, is that this was a work that went too far, where you look actually offended but scared shitless, and also that it was a work that kind of got away from you guys.
Where's my mic?
It could be very Russo-esque. That Russo comes to the ring to not look realistic. or to look realistic.
All right, I'm ready to go if you're ready.
Okay, so 7:54 in 3, 2, 1, play.
I want to ask you some questions, champ. How do you take over the WCW $67 million to the good and get $80 million to the bad? How did you do that? That's genius. That's pure genius. Don't have an answer to that
Can
one?
we stop for a second? Sure.
Yeah, I got an answer.
I gotta say something. I got a set of balls, bro. See, somebody's talking trash to me. There I am. I'm here, bro. Go ahead, say it. What are we gonna do? What's gonna happen here, bro? And you're talking about Roddy Piper, who's out of his freaking mind. We're not talking about Dave Meltzer. We're not talking about Dave Meltzer comes on my show and he waggles his tongue for about 5 minutes. I'm talking about a guy that can absolutely kill me. All right, bro. Bro, you got to help me with the dialogue because I'm not hearing something.
So basically, he started talking about WCW when you're in the
What do
corner.
you say? I lost them $67 million.
You no, you went from 67 million in the good and went to 80 million in the bad.
Me, the writer.
Yeah, you did.
So that's a swing of $147 million.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
I know you're a Kiss fan, right?
Yes.
Did you fucking hire Kiss for a gimmick that never happened or a concert that took place on Nitro? Was that you?
Bro, do you know the history with that?
A little bit, but I know that you didn't write a check, though, right?
Let me tell you the history.
Go ahead.
Before Kiss ever appeared on WCW, who do you think Gene Simmons contacted?
Was it you?
Vince McMahon.
Oh, really?
And he wanted to have a sit down with Vince. And Vince knew I was a Kiss fan. So Vince told me about it. I was like, Vince, you got to take the sit down. You got to take the sit down. So I think him and Linda met with Vince. As a matter of fact, bro, Kiss had just come out on the cover of Playboy. And freaking at that meeting, Vince got Gene to autograph that Playboy magazine for me. Right? So Vince meets with Gene. And then he comes back and he's talking to me because he knows I'm a Kiss fan. And he's like, man, bro, he's like, Vince, he goes, I got to tell you, like, Gene Simmons is coming on really strong. He wants to do something with us, this, that, and the other thing. But Vince goes, but I don't see it. Like, I don't see it. And like, I don't know what to tell him. Because Vince knew, like, bro, these are mega stars. So I just basically said, bro, just tell him you don't think it's a fit. I mean, if you don't think it's a work, just tell him you don't think it's a fit. So Vince told Gene, bro, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. It was great meeting with you, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think this is a situation that would work for us. It was then that Gene Simmons got in touch with WCW.
And it's funny that it didn't work because Gene Simmons is a professional wrestler. Like, with the Demon is not not really mild-mannered, but very articulate, quiet-speaking, second generation American kind of accented, a super intelligent guy. That's not the Demon, Like Gene Simmons is a totally different guy.
Right.
It's weird that Vince didn't see it, isn't it?
I don't think so, bro. You got to understand, Vince is never on top of pop culture, bro. He's never on top of it, bro. I guarantee you, he knew of Kiss, but he knew nothing about them.
Are you trying to say a guy who named a pay-per-view Great Balls of Fire in 2017 doesn't know pop culture? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. But that's when Gene then went to WCW, and that's when Eric made the deal with Gene and the Demon after Vince had turned it down.
So you didn't pay for Kiss to come to WCW, right?
Oh, Kiss didn't come to WCW when I was there.
Master P, did you pay for Master P to come?
No, that was before I ever got there, bro.
Matter of fact, did you sign a single check for WCW in your time?
No, not a single check, bro. Not a single
check. Really weird. How'd you lose them the money then? Did they give it to?
I know. $147 million.
So they gave it to you all in a suitcase, and you lost it like in the Big Lebowski? Is that what happened?
I threw it over the bridge when Austin threw the Rocks belt in the river. I was there with all WCW's money, and I threw it in the river. Bro, can you imagine accusing a writer of 3 months 9 months.
But can you
$147 million.
Can you understand though? That's something I thought too. Like that's something that we all thought that
I can't, Matt.
Well, here's the deal. We were all told Vince Russo had control of WCW. Like we were told it wasn't
by
like,
who? By who, Matt?
That's a good. I guess.
I mean, by who? Never. I mean, never, bro. J.J. Dillon was doing talent relations. Bill Bush was doing the contracts and everything else like that. I was the writer of the show.
But when Piper says it, he believes it the way I believed it, though, right? Piper's
maybe.
Piper's not thinking. Piper doesn't have the story either. Piper's thinking Russo had complete control, and Russo lost all that money.
And maybe that's why he's got heat with me, because of the money, Brad Siegel decided to stop using Piper.
And you weren't the one who brought the Ultimate Warrior in either, right? To WCW?
No.
Okay, I was just checking because that was a lot of money too. All right, so 8 minutes and 11, Eric Bischoff. 8 minutes and 11 seconds in. We're going to 3, 2, 1, play. You try to grab the mic?
Stop the thing, bro. What a set of bull. Bro, I'm watching this. Here's what I'm thinking. Vince, you're out of your effing mind. Bro, I'm literally trying to take the mic from a madman.
Now, I'm going to pause it at 8:31. We missed something there, I think. I think we missed the slap. I think this.
I'm only at 8:20, bro. I'm at 8:20. You want me to go to 8:31?
No, I'll go to 8. I'll go back to 8:20.
Yeah, I'm trying to take the mic from this guy, bro.
Yeah. So you say, let me give you the mic, or you say, I'll answer. Just give me the mic. Piper's not giving me the mic.
I'm out of my gourd. I'm looking at this now. I'm out of my mind, bro.
So at 8
But you know what this is telling me, Matt? This is how hot I was. That's how hot I was, bro.
You're hot, right? I get that, but you have a sense of pride too. And I think your pride was going to say, I'll answer you. You know, I'll tell you why, because I'm not going to listen to this bullshit either. You know.
Yeah. And bro, look at me. I'm towering over him too. By the way.
Because true, but check it out. Like, who else? Like, literally, it's the scariest guy you could have in there saying that shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm watching this. I'm like, I had to be so effing hot, Matt. So effing hot to do this.
Because you think about it.
I had to be.
Who else? Like, if it was Hogan, it wouldn't be that scary because Hogan's not legit crazy at all, right?
And Hogan's a little cripple, a little beat up, a little slower. You know what I mean?
Right. If it was like, I'm talking about physically imposing people, like the only person that it would have scared you of more would maybe be Jeff Hardy, right?
God, this is like, I mean, I'm literally freaking nuts here, bro.
I think there's 2 crazy people in the ring right now, Vince.
Gee whiz. All right, so what are you at, 8:20?
8:20, 3, 2, 1, play.
You're going to give me the microphone?
No.
Breathe in my face like a moron.
No. This is what I'm going to do. I'll hold it, and I'll try to be a gentleman. But you have to explain to me, what is it you are trying to accomplish?
You let me hold that microphone and I'll talk. Otherwise,
Sure, absolutely I will. How do you like being played with? Hang on. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? The thing is this, Matt. He says the act is over.
Stop for a second. Matt, I wanted to comment on this, okay? Matt, this is what the show was supposed to be. You understand? When I'm talking about improving and going with the situation, this is what I wanted to get to. Not in this form. I mean, I didn't plan this thing out, but this is a flavor of where I thought the business needed to go.
Now, he does hit you. Like, I think we missed it, but he does hit you. He slaps you a little, hard enough to, like, he's kind of treating you like a bitch. He's just like, listen up. Just the fact that a physical act took place, in your mind, you're hot, but there's no way you're going to shove him or retaliate or any of that stuff.
No, I'm not going to do that, bro, because again, you got to understand, I'm coming off of the Hogan lawsuit, so like I'm not going to get myself in any trouble. But bro, here's the funny thing. Does he wind up giving me the mic?
I'm not sure. He says he's going to behave himself. He says he's going to ask the questions, and then he backs off so that he takes the mic away from you. So
yeah, I mean, because I'm just curious. Like, he's not giving me the mic.
So now that we're, get deep into this, let me ask you something I wanted to ask you, which is kind of a sensitive subject. Piper interviews you years later on his podcast. Is he mentally stable? Is he of his right mind?
Bro, when I was on his podcast, bro, it's like I kept saying to myself, like, this has to be shtick, right? Like, you don't really believe this for a minute, right? I had to keep saying that to myself. But, bro, I guess he was that good a worker that I never knew if it was shtick or not. I mean, I didn't know. I could not believe for a minute, bro, you're going to tie me in with the death of Owen Hart, a freaking writer? Like, seriously, bro? So, like, there's a part of me that I'm like, okay, bro, is this shtick? Because, bro, look, you're cutting down Vince Russo. People hate Vince Russo. This is going to get you over with the people. I get it, bro. I could never really answer that question, and I guess that's attributed to what a great worker he was.
We talk about Gene Simmons earlier, about the Demon being different from Gene Simmons. I've met wrestlers. You know a lot of wrestlers. I've hung out with some wrestlers. Most of them, all of them, are, totally different. Was there any difference between Rowdy Piper and Roddy Piper? Like, was it the same guy?
Well, bro, I really didn't spend a lot of time with him when he wasn't in character, but even when he wasn't in character, he was kind of all over the place. I mean, he was kind of all over the place when he wasn't in character.
And I think we got glimpses of that if you saw the Legends House on the network. We're at 8:47. We're going to play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Myself, Ric Flair, called me a dinosaur. Myself, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan. You're not a pimple on Hogan's ass, man.
You're not a pimple on Hogan's ass.
And I sent you a tape, didn't I, wise up? I sent you a tape of how to turn the WCW around, but no, you have this great concept that we're not athletes, we're just entertainers, and you're going to make an entertainment show of it. Well, what you made is simply soft pornography. That's all you've done. What you're doing is you're killing my kids back there, young men that are coming up. I agree with you on one thing. Yes, my time is over. But you know what? You're the dinosaur now, man. You're the one that needs to go bye-bye. So it's like this, buddy.
Let's pause it at 9:40 if you can.
Okay.
He's not making a lot of sense here. He combines a bunch of points together. First of all, he's saying that he goes back to what is a valid. We talked about this in the first conversation we've had. It's a valid thing. It's a disagreement in wrestling philosophy. What you made, what he thought was softcore porn, blah, blah, blah. Then he goes immediately, you're killing them back there. I mean, what is going on here?
Yeah, I mean, how am I killing them back there? Less wrestling means less risk, means less putting your body in jeopardy, means less getting concussed. It actually means less of the physicality. But one thing, like, bro, like, come on, I don't think they're athletes. I mean, come on, bro. Like, I again, did he really believe that? Probably. But how could I not think these guys aren't athletes?
Well, he said he sent you a tape of how to straighten out WCW. What was he talking about?
I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. I mean, who'd he send it to? Like, I have no idea. I never received any tape.
He also makes mention of the fact that, Flair, Hogan, Piper. Does this go back to your initial plan with WCW that they didn't trust your plan to bring them back?
Yep. That's probably a big part of it, bro. And I'll tell you exactly what happened. Because, Brad Siegel got to the point of telling me, don't write Hogan in anymore because I can't afford to pay him. I guarantee you the same thing happened with Piper, where, you know, they didn't want to use Piper anymore because of dollars and cents. And bro, they were planning to sell the company. So now they wanted to cut that payroll in a hurry so it looked better on the books. And I'm sure he's blaming me for all that stuff. I got no, bro, I'm just writing a freaking show.
It's fascinating. It's fascinating. Knowing now what you're telling me, that this is a complete shoot, this is fascinating. I'm at 940. Where are you at right now?
I'm at 941.
All right, that's good enough. That look on your face is, you're so, there's another look on your face besides fear, besides anger. I think it's obstinance. Like, I'm not going to let these motherfuckers put me down. Is that,
you know what it is, bro? That look right there. Now I'm getting to the now the New York's coming out of me. Now I'm starting to lose my mind for a second, because now that look on my face is, are you going to talk or are you going to do something? I mean, that's really the look on my face now. He's not giving me the microphone.
Right.
Okay, bro. So obviously he's afraid of what I'm going to say. That's why he's not giving me the microphone. He's afraid of me cutting a promo on him. And what am I going to say? And that's very smart. I don't blame him for a second of not giving me the mic. It's live TV. It's not going to be edited. He doesn't know what I'm going to say about him. But I'm at the point now, like, okay, bro, you're not going to give me the mic. So, like, what are we going to do here? What are you going to do?
I mean, we're talking about one of the greatest workers in the history of wrestling. When we say workers in every meaning of the word, he did not get on his back his entire WWE run. I mean, if he knows how to not lose the Hulk Hogan for 4 years, he certainly knows how to keep a microphone away from you, right?
Absolutely. And that's exactly what he's doing, bro. And like I said, I can't blame him, but I know what he's doing. Like, bro, that's the thing with these guys, bro. I tell you this all the time. Bro, very few of them were smarter than me, because in that wrestling bubble, they're wrestling smart. They're wrestling smart. They don't understand normal people on the outside of the bubble. Like, we see right through that shit. It's like, okay, bro, you're not giving me the mic. I know why you're not giving me the mic. So it's like, where are we going with this now?
With, well, let's just continue. 940 in 3, 2, 1, play.
Five. Yeah. No.
I'll see the Harris boys.
Absolutely.
Stop right there.
There you go.
All right, let's pause it at 947.
Yeah, see, now Jeff's shitting his pants a little in the back.
Okay, so.
All right.
Go ahead.
Now Jeff is like, he has no idea like where this thing is going. It's gone too far. Now he sends Ronnie and Donnie out there to end this.
Now, for us, those of you listening, my idea is for this to be something you can just listen to. So what I want to do is describe a little bit what just happened. The Harris brothers walk in the ring. They don't acknowledge Piper at all. They walk right towards you. The one in front with the white shirt, can't tell which is which.
I think that Ronnie always had the skinnier neck. I think that's Ron.
Now Ronnie's got something to say to you. He is doing the old turn to the side and telling you something.
He's telling me to leave. He's telling me to leave. He's saying this is exactly what he's telling me. Jeff wants you to leave.
Jeff wants you to leave. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm telling him F you and F Jeff.
You've got Roddy Piper, known for being unpredictable and also probably could handle himself in a fight. You have two guys as big as houses coming to you that you know are tough guys. They're telling you it's time to leave because the boss of the company is telling you to leave. And what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking I'm so hot now, bro. I'm seeing red. And what I'm really thinking now is F Jeff. F you, bro, for putting me in this position. And, bro, you got to understand that the Harris boys are my friends. Very, very tight relation. I know they're not going to do anything to me. I know they're not going to hurt me. Like, they're my friends. Yeah, they're sending the message that Jeff wants you to go.
And are you sending a message back? Are you saying anything to them?
Oh, yeah, I'm saying F you. Tell Jeff to go F himself. That's exactly what I'm saying.
These guys don't break Piper's stride at all, do they?
No.
947, 3, 2, 1, play.
There you go. Well, what you going to do? Back. What you going to do? Oh, come on.
Stop right there. I just blew an opportunity right there. I should have tried to get to Piper when they were holding. Why did I do that, bro?
Well, you do. You do it.
Do I do it?
You do it.
Let me see. Okay, can we play it?
But it's interesting. Piper's like, there you go. Here it is. You know, and we're at 9:55. 3, 2, 1, play.
Come on, get it.
What you gonna
How do
do?
you like being manipulated? How do you like
He's
playing
teasing
with it?
with the
huh?
mic. And now you get it.
Well, stop for a second. That's what I'm doing, Matt. I'm reaching for the mic. I want the microphone. Like I'm not going after him because they're the buffer now. I still want the freaking microphone.
But Piper's doing the old thing where he's reaching it out to you like he.
Of course, that's what he's doing. Because the last thing he wants me to do is have that microphone. That's the last thing he wants me to do.
But he's totally fucking with you because he puts it out, he pulls it back. He puts it out, he pulls it back.
Yep.
And then, meanwhile, it's working with you like you're a little kid because every time he does it, you're getting more and more pissed off.
Yes.
And you're just like,
yes.
I'll get
Yes. Yeah. I'm glad you find this all amusing.
Poor Vince. I mean, Jesus, Vince. Your reward is going to be somewhere else, but you know where it's not going to be, Vince? In the wrestling world.
No.
10 minutes and 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, play.
You're not fast enough for me, baby.
I want
I'll
the
tell
mic.
you
I
something.
just want the mic.
I'm going to be watching, and you're going to learn one
teasing
thing.
me. Now you're pissed.
Don't throw
Now-
rocks at a guy who's
Yeah,
got a machine
now
gun.
I'm pissed, bro. Now he's really pissing me off.
Oh, no. I will finish this.
Stop for a second. Stop.
This is fantastic. This is
Bro, how can these bro, with all due respect, how could anybody looking at this think this is scripted? Like, Matt, come on. Come on, bro.
Isn't it a compliment to your booking style?
This is right up there with freaking Brett getting screwed. And the minutes following that match when you knew, holy shit. I mean, come on, Matt. Like, there is no way this could have been worked between us. No way.
So another reason why I think people might think it wasn't at the time is because it was so unusual. I mean, why would we think that Vince Russo, it's a swerve, bro, Ultimate and Piper were shooting instead of setting up some kind of elaborate worked shoot that people already in the writing industry have gotten a little tired of?
Because, bro, if we're working, we should both be leading men in Hollywood. No, nobody works that good, bro. I'm not that good, bro. I am not that good.
I mean, one of you is, but so we're at 10 minutes and 22 seconds. This is fantastic. 3, 2, 1, play.
I will finish this. There's children here. Piper
Still not leaving.
Roddy
Still not leaving.
Piper at the shoot
those are
interview.
two
It's coming
strong
to you.
freaking
Watch
guys.
it. Friday night, we'll tell you exactly what I think of you.
Wow.
See, Jeff's hitting the music now to get him out of the ring. So Jeff's hitting the music.
Unreal.
But even when he leaves, I don't leave.
Just when you think you've seen
This
it
is
all.
where they're trying to get me to leave, and I'm like, tell Jeff to go F himself. And I'm saying, tell Jeff if he wants to play, we'll play. This is live TV. I'm not going anywhere. That's what I'm saying. And I wonder what Piper said to Jeff when he got in the back, you know?
Let's pause at 11:30. So the so much happens there. When the Harris brothers try to get you out, it escalates a little bit, kind of like as if they were bouncers or a cop.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
Someone starts resisting more, and the cops kind of push back more, and it
Yeah.
gets physical. One of them leaves the ring and tries to grab your shoe. It doesn't work, so he gets back in the ring. They realize they're not going to get. They weren't willing to cross a threshold though to just really manhandle you, right?
No, they're my friends, but one of them did like choke me out. Not, and it wasn't a hurt. Like he knew exactly how to black me out. Like he knew exactly what to do, bro. Like he had done it a million times before. They definitely didn't want to hurt me because they were my buddies.
Now we're looking at a shot of Don West and Mike Tenay right now. They look shocked. They look like they just opened up Pandora's box.
Here's what they look like. They look like they're loving this. You see, bro, this is when the announcers were having fun doing what they're doing. Okay, bro. Now listen to them today, bro. Holy crap. Look at the look on Mike and Don's face right there, bro.
So we're gonna continue this, and then we'll talk about it some more.
Start it.
Yep, 11:30, 4, 35, 36.
Will we finally get the answer tonight? Is Jeff Jarrett with Russo or not?
That's ironic. And they're kind of working the angle.
Right.
In your mind and in the fans' mind, that's the situation. But I worked with Vince Russo and Jeff Jarrett together for years.
I guarantee you, Jeff's having them drag it out because I'm still in the ring. I'm not leaving.
One way or the other, I'm not jumping to any conclusions, Tom.
So that's the clip, and let's exit out of YouTube before it starts again. Let's talk a little bit about what happened there. They shoot to the announcers. How do you get out of the ring eventually?
He choked me out. I saw black. I mean, I literally saw black, and when I was out, they kind of got me out of the ring.
So it's done. It's over, and it's ironic, right? That it says that the angle going on is we're going to find out tonight whether Jeff Jarrett is with Vince Russo or against Vince Russo. In real life, at that moment, you felt Jeff Jarrett was definitely against Vince Russo.
Yeah, bro. I was, bro. I remember the creative meeting immediately following this, and I was freaking hot at him. I cut a promo. I wanted to quit. I wanted to be done with it. And where the anger was coming from was what Piper said. I mean, I was taking what Piper said out on Jeff. That's what. And meanwhile, I'm telling you, Jeff had no idea he was going to go down that road.
What conversations do you have with anybody at that moment, at that time, at that day about all this?
Bro, I don't communicate with anybody. I'm going out that back door by myself. I'm not talking to anybody, bro. I'm not in the locker room. I'm not hanging out. So nothing.
So what's your role? But you're still writing the scripts, right?
Yeah, but I'm talking about the day of the show. That's what I'm talking about. I don't have communication with anybody.
So what were you doing there that day?
I just showed up at right before the show started. I just showed up.
You were supposed to do a promo in the ring. I think you ended up doing a promo in the ring, right?
I don't know. I don't remember. I have no idea.
Thank you for listening to Truth with Consequences, the Patreon Bro exclusive to Bro Levels and Higher of Vince Russo, Truth with Consequences. You have been listening to almost a frame by frame watch along, talk along, listen along with the infamous Roddy Piper shoot video. Do us a favor, tell everybody how much you love the Patreon, and guys, thanks for supporting Truth